Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel today. We're diving into a topic that's crucial for understanding relationships, the signs that a woman may be emotionally done with you. If you've noticed changes in her behavior, and you're wondering if something's up, this video is for you. Stick around as we go through 6 clear signs to look out for, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for daily videos and insights on relationships, self-development, and more. Number 1, communication declines sharply. The importance of communication. Communication is foundational to any relationship. It's the primary means by which partners connect, express needs, and foster intimacy. Healthy communication involves openness, honesty, and the willingness to share both thoughts and feelings. When both partners actively engage in conversations, it strengthens their bond and builds trust. However, when communication starts to dwindle, it can signal deeper issues at play for many women. Emotional connection is closely tied to communication. If she begins to pull away, it's often reflected in how she interacts with you. Signs of declining communication: minimal texts and calls initially. A woman who is invested in the relationship will reach out often excited to share her day thoughts or simply check in on you. You may exchange flirty texts throughout the day or have long conversations about anything and everything. However, if she's emotionally detaching, you might notice reduced frequency. She may stop initiating contact as frequently instead of daily texts. It might dwindle to a few messages a week, short responses when you do communicate. Her replies might be one-word answers or lack detail instead of saying, "I have a great day. I met up with Anna and we talked about our plans for the weekend." She might simply respond with good long response times if she used to reply quickly and now takes hours or even days to respond. It's a red flag. This delay often indicates that she's not prioritizing the relationship in her life. B. Lack of enthusiasm. When someone is engaged in a relationship, their enthusiasm often shines through in their communication. They ask questions, share excitement about future events, and engage deeply in conversations. In contrast, when emotional detachment occurs, you may observe flat-tone conversations may feel more like obligations rather than enjoyable exchanges. She might answer questions with a flat tone, lacking any warmth or excitement. Avoidance of topics. If she once enjoyed discussing her passions or dreams with you, she might start avoiding these topics, indicating a lack of interest in deepening the connection. Diminished interest. If you share something you're excited about, and her response is lukewarm or dismissive, it's a sign that she's not as emotionally invested in your life as before. C. Avoidance of meaningful conversations. A healthy relationship thrives on discussing feelings, aspirations, and challenges. When both partners are open to having meaningful conversations, it fosters a deeper connection. However, if she's pulling away, she may shut down discussions. If you attempt to discuss feelings or the future, she may become defensive or change the subject, signaling that she's no longer interested in engaging on these levels. Use humor to deflect instead of addressing serious topics. She might resort to humor or sarcasm to deflect deeper discussions, suggesting a reluctance to confront emotional realities, disinterest in relationship dynamics. When a woman is emotionally checked out, she may not care to discuss any issues within the relationship, opting instead to avoid confrontation altogether. What causes this communication decline? Understanding why communication declines can provide deeper insights into the relationship. Dynamics. Fear of confrontation. She may be feeling trapped in fear that discussing her feelings will lead to confrontation or conflict. Rather than address the issue, she chooses to distance herself. Disappointment or resentment. If she feels disappointed or resentful about certain aspects of the relationship, she may withdraw to avoid discussing her feelings or creating further tension. Seeking independence. Sometimes a woman may feel the need to reclaim her independence, and as a result pull back from communication to assert her individuality outside of the relationship, addressing the communication decline. If you recognize these signs, consider these steps. Initiate a conversation. Approach her gently about your observations. Use I statements to express your feelings, such as, "I've noticed we haven't been communicating as much lately and it's making me feel concerned." Create a safe space. Encourage open dialogue by fostering an environment where she feels safe, expressing her feelings without fear of judgment. Number 2. Plans together start to fade. The role of shared plans signify commitment and investment in a relationship. When partners envision a future together, it reflects a desire to grow together and make memories. Planning outings, trips, RS, and even discussing long-term goals are all vital aspects of maintaining a healthy relationship. As relationships evolve, it's normal for partners to reassess their goals and desires. However, if one partner starts to withdraw from making plans, it could indicate a lack of emotional investment. Signs. Plans are fading, indifference to future events. When someone is emotionally present, they actively engage in planning future events they look forward to, shared experiences, and express excitement about spending time together. In contrast, if plans are fading, you might notice disinterest in planning. She may stop suggesting outings or events and show little interest in discussing upcoming dates, trips, or even casual get-togethers. Change in tone if you bring up future plans. Her responses may lack enthusiasm, indicating she doesn't see these plans as significant or enjoyable. Frequent cancellations. If she frequently cancels or reschedules plans at the last minute, it may be a sign she's not fully committed to maintaining the relationship. B. Prioritizing other people and activities. As emotional detachment sets in, a woman may begin to invest her time and energy into other areas of her life, which can lead to a significant shift in relationship dynamic. Shifting priorities. If she starts prioritizing her friends' work or solo activities over spending time with you, it may indicate that she's emotionally checked out. Creating new friendships. If she's forming new friendships or interests that don't include you, it can be a sign she's looking to establish her own identity outside the relationship. Less availability. When she becomes less available for plans or is always too busy, it can suggest that she is not seeing the relationship as a priority anymore. Celebrations or anniversaries. Celebrating milestones is an important aspect of relationships. It's a time for reflection, gratitude, and acknowledgement of shared experiences. If she's pulling away, you may find lack of interest in celebrations. She may seem indifferent to anniversaries, birthdays, or special occasions that once held significance. This could manifest as not planning anything special or dismissing the importance of these days. Inability to make future plans. If she avoids discussing or making plans for future celebrations, it may indicate she's no longer invested in seeing a future together. Neglecting relationship milestones. The absence of acknowledgement for relationship milestones can suggest a lack of emotional connection and investment in the partnership. Why plans fade. Understanding the reasons behind the fading of plans can offer additional clarity. Feeling stagnant. If she feels the relationship is not progressing or evolving, she may lose interest in making future plans and instead focus on her own individual growth. Avoidance of conflict. She might avoid planning to sidestep any potential conflicts about the relationship's future, or to escape feelings of discomfort regarding the state of things. Dissatisfaction with the relationship. If she feels dissatisfied or unfulfilled in the relationship, she may withdraw and stop making plans as they no longer bring her joy or excitement. Addressing the fading plans. Recognizing the fading of plans is crucial for determining the relationship's trajectory. Here are some steps to consider. Open a dialogue. Gently broach the topic of future plans and express your feelings about the changes you've noticed. Ask her how she feels about the relationship and if there are concerns she would like to discuss. Explore joint activities. Suggest engaging in new activities together to rekindle the excitement of making plans. This can help reignite the spark and foster a sense of partnership. Be honest about your needs. Share your desire for more involvement in each other's lives and future planning. Be clear about what you hope for in the relationship moving forward. Number 3. Physical and emotional distance grows. 3.1. The initial connection. In the early stages of a relationship, physical affection and emotional intimacy typically flourish. Partners often feel close, sharing moments of vulnerability, excitement, and connection. Physical touch, such as holding hands, hugging, or cuddling, is common and serves as a foundation for emotional closeness. During this time, communication is usually open and frequent, allowing both partners to express their thoughts and feelings. 3.2 Signs of physical distance. As a woman becomes emotionally detached, One of the most evident changes is in physical intimacy. Here are some signs to look for reduced physical affection. You may notice a significant drop in affectionate gestures. If she used to lean into you during conversations or initiate hugs and kisses, a sudden absence of these actions can be concerning. This withdrawal can make you feel rejected, leading to feelings of confusion and insecurity. Less time spent together. Another aspect of physical distance is a decline in shared time. If she stops suggesting outings or spends more time alone or with friends, it can indicate a shift in her priorities. Where there once were plans for dates or activities, there may now be a preference for solitude or time away from you. Change in body language. Body language can communicate feelings more than words. If she used to face you during conversations, maintain eye contact, or sit close to you, a shift may be noticeable. Closed-off body language such as crossed arms, turned away, or avoiding eye contact often indicates a lack of emotional connection. Avoidance of intimacy. Intimacy is a critical component of romantic relationships, encompassing both physical and emotional closeness. If she actively avoids intimate moments, whether sexual or emotional, it could be a sign that she's distancing herself. An unwillingness to be vulnerable can highlight a deeper emotional withdrawal. 3.3 Signs of emotional alongside physical distance. Emotional detachment can manifest in various ways. Lack of communication. Emotional intimacy often relies on open communication. If she stops sharing her thoughts, feelings, and daily experiences with you, it signals that she may not feel safe or connected enough to engage fully. This can lead to feelings of isolation for both partners. Avoidance of vulnerability. Vulnerability is essential for emotional connection. If she used to share her fears, hopes, and dreams, but has become more guarded, this change can indicate emotional distance. She may no longer feel comfortable opening up, leading to a lack of shared emotional experiences. Increased tension and conflict. As emotional distance grows, misunderstandings and tension may escalate. Small disagreements can turn into larger conflicts, often rooted in feelings of frustration and connection. Instead of working through issues together, you may find that she is more dismissive or critical, leading to a negative cycle in the relationship. Changes in priorities. If she begins to prioritize her life outside the relationship, such as work, friends, or personal hobbies, over shared time, it can indicate a lack of emotional investment. While personal growth and independence are healthy, a stark imbalance can suggests that her focus has shifted away from the relationship. 3.4 Addressing physical and emotional distance. Recognizing the signs of physical and emotional distance is the first step in addressing potential issues in the relationship. Here are some strategies for navigating this challenging terrain. Open communication. Initiate a conversation about your observations. Approach the discussion with care and empathy. Expressing your feelings without placing blame. Encourage her to share her thoughts and feelings, allowing both of you to gain clarity on the state of the relationship. Rebuild intimacy. Focus on rekindling both physical and emotional intimacy. Plan activities that foster connection, such as date nights, shared hobbies, or deep conversations. Reintroducing affectionate gestures can also help bridge the gap. Seek professional help if the distance feels overwhelming or difficult to navigate. Consider seeking COOPS therapy. A trained professional can facilitate communication, provide insights, and help both partners understand each other better. Give space when needed. While it's essential to address distance, it's also crucial to give each other space to reflect and process feelings. Respecting her need for space can be beneficial, but balance it with efforts to reconnect. Number 4. She no longer expresses jealousy or concern. 4.1. The role of jealousy and concern in relationships. Jealousy and concern can be natural emotions in a healthy relationship. While excessive jealousy is unhealthy, a moderate level can indicate care and investment. Jealousy often stems from the fear of losing a partner and can prompt individuals to communicate more openly about their needs and feelings. Concern, on the other hand, reflects a partner's emotional investment. When someone cares about you, they tend to express interest in your well-being, support you during difficult times, and show affection through their words and actions. 4.2 Signs of declining jealousy and concern. When a woman is emotionally done with a relationship, you may observe the following signs: lack of interest in your life, a significant reduction in curiosity about your day activities or relationships can signal emotional detachment. If she no longer asks about your work friends or experiences, it may indicate a shift in her investment. An engaged partner typically wants to know about your life. So this absence can be alarming indifference to social interactions. If she once expressed discomfort about you spending time with other women or showed concern about your friendships, a sudden lack of jealousy can indicate a loss of emotional attachment. This shift can feel unsettling as it suggests she may no longer care about maintaining the relationship. Minimal concern for your well-being. When someone is emotionally invested, they often show concern for your feelings, health, and overall well-being. If she stops checking in on how you're doing or seems indifferent to your stressors or struggles, it may signify that she's no longer emotional. Ally present in the relationship. Dismissal of relationship issues. A lack of concern can also manifest in her approach to conflicts or challenges within the relationship. If she no longer engages in discussions about problems or seems apathetic to resolving issues, it may indicate that she's emotionally checked out. An engaged partner typically seeks to address conflicts, while an emotionally detached partner may avoid them altogether. 4.3. Navigating the decline of jealousy and concern. Recognizing a decline in jealousy and concern can be painful, but it's essential to approach the situation with empathy and understanding. Here are strategies to navigate this challenging time. Initiate open dialogue. Begin a conversation about your observations and feelings. Create a safe space for her to express her thoughts and concerns. Ask open-ended questions to encourage her to share her feelings without fear of judgment. Reflect on relationship dynamics. Consider the dynamics of your relationship. Are there patterns of behavior that may have contributed to her emotional distance? Reflecting on your interactions can help identify areas for improvement and foster better communication. Focus on rebuilding connection. Reignite the spark. By planning activities that foster emotional intimacy, engage in shared hobbies, go on dates, and prioritize quality time together. Rebuilding the emotional connection may help restore her sense of investment in the relationship. Set boundaries if necessary. If her indifference continues to affect your well-being, it may be necessary to set boundaries. Prioritize self-care and consider whether the relationship is meeting your needs. Sometimes taking a step back can create space for both partners to reflect on their feelings and desires. The importance of mutual engagement. Ultimately, a healthy relationship requires mutual engagement and investment from both partners. While recognizing signs of emotional detachment can be challenging, addressing these issues early can lead to a deeper understanding of each other and the potential for growth. Embrace vulnerability. Vulnerability is a vital component of emotional connection. Encourage open conversations about feelings, fears, and desires. When both partners feel safe to express themselves, it fosters a deeper bond. Practice active listening. Active listening involves fully engaging with your partner when they speak, demonstrating empathy and understanding. This practice can create a safe environment for both partners to express their emotions without fear of judgment. Focus on personal growth. Individual growth can positively impact the relationship. Encourage each other to pursue personal interests, hobbies, and goals. When both partners grow individually, it can lead to a healthier and more fulfilling relationship. Dynamic. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge and celebrate small victories in the relationship. Recognizing efforts to reconnect and engage with each other can reinforce positive behavior and strengthen the bond. Number 5. Increasing criticism or irritability. Understanding the shift in behavior in any healthy relationship. Partners typically communicate openly, providing constructive feedback and support. However, when a woman begins to exhibit increasing criticism or irritability, it can signal that she is emotionally disengaging. This shift in behavior often stems from deeper issues within the relationship, including dissatisfaction, frustration, or unresolved conflicts. Nitpicking and fault-finding. When a woman starts to nitpick every small detail about your actions, choices, or habits, it may indicate that she is no longer invested in your relationship. Criticism might come in the form of comments about your appearance, lifestyle choices, or even your personality traits, for example. She may suddenly express dissatisfaction with how you dress, your eating habits, or your approach to certain responsibilities. Emotional detachment. This critical behavior is often a manifestation of emotional detachment. She may feel frustrated or let down by unmet expectations, leading her to express her dissatisfaction through constant criticism, rather than addressing the underlying issues directly. Frequent arguments. If you notice that minor disagreements have turned into frequent arguments, it can be a sign that she is emotionally checked out. What once felt like a collaborative and supportive dialogue may now feel combative and confrontational. Misplaced frustration. In many cases, this frustration is misdirected. She may be projecting her feelings about the relationship onto you, making it easier to argue about surface-level issues rather than facing the deeper problems that exist between you, short temper, and irritability. A woman who is no longer emotionally invested in the relationship may exhibit a shorter temper and increased irritability. You might notice that she seems to lose her patience more quickly, becoming upset over things that wouldn't have bothered her before. External stressors. It's essential to recognize that external factors can also contribute to this behavior. Stress from work, family, or other obligations can exacerbate her irritability, leading to outbursts that seem disproportionate to the situation. However, if this pattern becomes consistent and primarily directed at you, it's a sign of deeper issues within the relationship. Dismissive attitude and increasing critical tone can be accompanied by a dismissive attitude towards your feelings and concerns. If she seems indifferent or uninterested in your emotions, it may indicate that she's emotionally distancing herself. Lack of empathy. This lack of empathy can be particularly painful, especially if she once offered support and understanding. When a partner dismisses your feelings or concerns, it can lead to a breakdown in communication and trust. Impact on the relationship. The impact of increasing criticism and irritability on a relationship can be significant. It can lead to a cycle of negativity, where both partners feel attacked, unheard, and unappreciated. Erosion of trust. Constant criticism can erode trust and create a sense of insecurity within the relationship. When one partner feels constantly judged, they may become defensive, leading to further misunderstandings and conflict. Emotional exhaustion. Being in a relationship marked by frequent criticism and irritability can be emotionally exhausting. One partner may feel as though they are walking on eggshell, constantly trying to avoid triggering their partner's frustrations. Withdrawal over time. One or both partners may withdraw emotionally from the relationship. If a woman feels criticized and unsupported, she may stop sharing her thoughts and feelings, leading to further isolation and disconnection. C. Addressing the issues. If you recognize these patterns in your relationship, it's crucial to address the issues openly and honestly. Ignoring or dismissing the behavior will not make it go away. Instead, it may exacerbate the problems. Initiate a calm conversation. Find a suitable time to discuss your observations with her. Approach the conversation with empathy, expressing your feelings without placing blame. For instance, you could say, "I've noticed that we've been arguing more often lately, and I'm concerned about our relationship." Encourage open dialogue. Encourage her to share her feelings and frustrations. It's essential to create a safe space where she feels comfortable expressing herself without fear of judgment. Seek to understand. Ask questions to better understand her perspective. What are the underlying issues driving her criticism? Is there something specific that's bothering her? Work together. Collaboratively, discuss ways to improve the relationship. Set mutual goals for better communication and address any unresolved conflicts. Number 6. She's focused on her independence or recognizing the shift towards independence. Another significant sign that a woman may be emotionally done with a relationship is her increasing focus on independence. While personal growth and independence are healthy in any relationship, a sudden shift toward prioritizing her own interests and goals over the relationship can be concerning. Pursuing personal goals. If she begins to dedicate more time to her career, hobbies, or personal projects, it may indicate that she is seeking fulfillment outside of the relationship. For instance, she may take on new work responsibilities, join a gym, or immerse herself in creative pursuits, redefining priorities. This newfound focus on independence may stem from a desire to redefine her priorities as she becomes more self-sufficient. She may find herself less reliant on the relationship for emotional support, leading her to withdraw from her partner, establishing new friendships. A woman who is focused on her independence may also start to cultivate new friendships in social circles that do not include you. She may begin spending more time with friends or engaging in social activities without inviting you along. Seeking emotional support. Building new friendships can serve as a way for her to seek emotional support outside the relationship. If she feels that her needs are not being met within the partnership, she may turn to friends for validation and connection, setting boundaries as she reclaims her independence. She may start to establish clearer boundaries. While healthy boundaries are essential in any relationship, if they seem to restrict your involvement in life or diminish the shared experiences you once enjoyed, it could indicate her desire to maintain distance. Balancing independence and togetherness. It's important to find a balance between independence and togetherness. While it's healthy to have individual pursuits, it's equally vital to maintain a sense of partnership and shared experiences. Less communication about shared interests. If she was once excited to share experiences or make plans with you, but now seems indifferent to joint activities, this change can highlight a shift in her priorities, increased individual focus. A woman who is shifting her focus towards independence may express less enthusiasm about shared interests. For instance, she may decline invitations for date nights or stop discussing future plans that involve both partners. Impact on the relationship. The impact of a growing focus on independence can be profound, often leading to feelings of neglect or abandonment within the relationship. Feeling unimportant. When a partner prioritizes their own independence to the extent that it excludes their significant other, it can lead to feelings of unimportance and rejection. One partner may begin to feel sidelined, questioning their value within the relationship. Increased loneliness. The partner who feels left out may experience loneliness even while in a relationship. This emotional isolation can lead to resentment and frustration, further exacerbating the existing issues. Loss of connection. As one partner becomes more focused on their own pursuits, the connection between the two can weaken. Shared experiences and memories that once bonded them may fade, leading to a sense of disconnection. Addressing the issues. If you notice a growing focus on independence in your partner, it's essential to address the situation openly. Communication is key to ensuring both partners feel valued and connected. Acknowledge the change. Begin by acknowledging the changes you've observed in her behavior. Approach the conversation from a place of concern rather than accusation. For example, "I've noticed you've been spending a lot of time on your own interests lately. I want to make sure you're okay." Encourage dialogue. Invite her to share her feelings about her independence. Is she seeking fulfillment outside the relationship? What does her independence mean to her? This conversation can provide valuable insights into her mindset. Discuss shared goals. Explore ways to balance independence with togetherness. Discuss shared goals and interests that you both can pursue while still allowing for individual growth. This can help reinforce the partnership aspect of the relationship. Create quality time. Prioritize quality time together, focusing on activities that you both enjoy. Reinforcing your connection through shared experiences can help bridge the gap created by increased independence.